That little youngin' up to something, he gon' roll when it's right. Ain't no question, they gon' make him take a soul in the night. Once he ran from automatics, he done chose.
Yo, what's good, bro? What's the word?
What's good with you, bro?
For sure, man. For people that's watching this interview right now, and they may be unfamiliar with you, who I got in front of the camera?
Coezy. I'm from Laurel, Mississippi. I stay in Fort Worth, but yeah, I'm from Mississippi.
For sure. Now, like, what was it like for you growing up in Mississippi?
Bro, it was, just like any other little kid. It was bad shit, it was good shit. It wasn't nothing too crazy. Of course, like, it was sports. Niggas going to jail, niggas dying around the city. It was dope boys and cars and shit, like, but it was regular shit.
Damn, okay. So when did you move from Mississippi to Texas?
And I was like 13.
Okay, damn.
So I've been here a little minute for sure.
For sure. Okay, now moving from Mississippi to Texas, what was the biggest adjustments or transitions you had to make?
Really probably not having as many like people that I really knew. So it was just me and my mom. So it's just been me and her since then. So okay, that's really was the biggest adjustment for sure. For sure.
Now I mean, like growing up, like you saying, you said it's you and your mother. Mm-hmm. Growing up in a single parent household, how was that for you?
It was cool, bro. I learned detachment, moving around. Like I learned how to really be by myself. I learned how to, really figure shit out on my own. For real. She always worked. Every single mom gotta work. So either you gonna be at home or you gonna be at somebody's crib, man. I ain't had nobody crib to be at, so I was at the crib by myself.
Damn. So what was you doing like in your free time, like while you at the crib? Just
shit, nigga playing video games like any other kid. Oh God, nigga rarely even went outside in like 6th grade.
For sure. Okay, now I know you personally. You know what I'm saying? I know you played basketball at a high level. You know what I'm saying? A real good player. You know what I'm saying? When did you start taking basketball serious?
It had to be like probably going into 9th grade. Cause in 8th grade, middle school, 8th grade, I played football. Everybody played all sports in middle school. But after 8th grade, I was like, yeah, this is what I'm trying to do for sure.
Okay, for sure.
What I was better at, on God.
For sure. Now, did you play on the same? You played on the same AU team with like Mark Howell and Keith Frazier, right?
Mm-hmm. On God.
Damn, like how was that though? Cause y'all was an elite team.
I really learned. That's really where I got really good at. Like Mark, that nigga, like he was one of the best guards that I had seen.
For sure.
And then Keith too, of course. Like, he was McDonald's All-American and all that extra shit. So it was cool, bro. Either you got in the water or you got out. So
facts.
Really how it was.
Okay, so like moving forward, you playing basketball, you going to high school. You know what I'm saying? Would you ever like dibble and dabble into the music, or were you strictly sports?
Hell no, I was strictly sports. I ain't never even think about doing music, bro.
Damn.
At all. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Damn. So how did the music come apart? Like how'd you say, fuck it, I'm finna start doing music seriously?
Honestly, bro, I've always been into it, just like anybody. Like I always listen to music. Like me and my cousin, bro, we stayed. That's all we did was listen to music. So I really seen it was an R&B artist, a female, and I just saw how her fans really just connected with her, and she was able to really just change like the whole dynamic of how they lived on some shit. Like they really she really inspired them on some shit. So I was like, bro, I really feel like I could really do this. Okay. So that was really like my angle that I took with it for sure. For sure. Okay, so like you playing basketball. After basketball, how long after did you start doing the music? I stopped hooping when I was like maybe like 20. Okay. Some shit like that. So maybe like 3 years after that. Okay. Something like that. I only been rapping maybe like 4 years, something like that.
Okay, for sure. Now, hey, let me ask you this, bro. Would you consider yourself the best rapper, hooper out in Dallas right now?
Easy, bro.
For sure. I can vouch for that.
Easy.
I can vouch for that.
Easy.
Okay, so moving forward, you getting into the music. What was the first single you made?
The first single I made, it was like a song. It was called like Alone or some shit like that. So it was like a mix between like a damn, that shit was so long ago. It was like a mix between like a Travis Scott and like a. It was more like on that type of time, on God.
Okay. Now, you know what I'm saying? When I hear your music, it's a variety of different styles. You know what I'm saying? You got so many different flows. Which one do you personally like making the best?
Probably more of like the melodic shit for sure. Okay. Like not the real singy shit, but the more like I can kind of like mix them both. That's really what I really be on.
For sure. Now, shit, you said Travis Scott was one of like the influences. Who else like were you listening to that influenced you?
Honestly, bro, he wasn't really that big of an influence. It was more just like the beat that I had, the beat that I heard, like it kind of just took me that way. But influences was like Kanye for sure, like Wayne for sure. But I also listened to a lot of like older R&B on some shit, so it kind of just like all really mixed together.
Okay, for sure. Now, we was talking a little bit about this off camera, as far as you having so many different styles. Do you feel like that is, you know what I'm saying, beneficial, or does that hurt you in the long run?
I feel like it's probably more beneficial in the long run
Okay.
than it is kind of like at the beginning. Because like I said earlier, like you got to kind of find what you really good at and kind of hold on to that so people can have something to hold on to.
Right.
But if, you know, you all over the place, niggas ain't going to know what to hold on to.
Right.
So I feel like it'll be beneficial more later on just because you do something now and then once you get to a certain point, like you can do this and then people will be like, oh shit, like I ain't even know he was on that.
Right, that's a fact. Now, you said you personally, you like making more of the melodic type of flow. Which one do you think your fan base attracts to more?
Probably that one, like the more melodic rap type of shit for sure.
For sure. Now, you know, like we're in the DFW right now, mainly it's a lot of drill, a lot of like shoot 'em up, bang, bang music. How do you steer away from making that type of music?
It ain't really too hard, bro. Like, you know, I'll be the first nigga to tell you, I ain't never shot no nigga, bro. I ain't never committed no crimes or no shit like that. So, like, I ain't even trying to be on none of that. Like, I ain't even trying to be something I'm not. Like most of them niggas is. So, but, you know, it ain't too hard at all.
That little youngin' up to something, he gon' roll when it's right. Ain't no question they gon' make him take a soul in the night. Once he ran from automatics, he done chose not to fight. We gon'